Today learning how to uh, automatically change system theme from dark theme to light theme and light theme to dark theme. So we can change it manually, but we'll just try to do some crazy stuff a little bit like that. And let's start with our question. We need automation of changing dark theme to light theme and so on. So how how to automatically enable Windows dark theme? I have already googled it, so let's just see. So here what they are saying is you have to yeah, you'll be using a task scheduler which essentially runs your programs for a uh, at your given time every day or some 6 days, something like that. So essentially here he is changing some registry value to let these applications or Windows system to know that to use uh, light theme or dark theme. So essentially he is saying use light theme and 0 indicates false. So do not use light theme, which is essentially dark theme. And if you want to use light theme, you will change this value to 1. So essentially he is changing this value, adding this new registry value and then updating it. So let's just copy this value. And every time we cannot open terminal and run this command. So let's just try to automate stuff, because no, that's what we'll try to do. And open up your editor, and also notepad also works, as you know. So let's just try to do some bash script to automatically update these values. Okay, so now let's start with the off command. And let's zoom in a bit. Now we'll do some basic stuff. Now we will update this theme based on a particular time. So from evening 6 to morning 6 you have a dark theme, and the remaining time you have a night theme. So for that you need a time variable. So what is the current time in your system? So for that I'll get time, which is stored in a variable called now. Okay, now you will be having two tasks. So task during daytime, task during nighttime. So this is only variable. So here what we have to do is change to light theme, and we'll go to end of file after completion of the work. And now we have changed to dark theme, and we'll go to end of file. So what are we going to do? So now we have to know, and we'll keep one variable which is task. We'll set it to day. So if we to say like at the end, once our logic is done, like check the time and modify the variable task. So once it is done, we will say call a particular function which is task. Here task is a variable which is currently now day. So when you say call task, this becomes, so if it is just like this, it becomes task day. So you are saying call task day, so it goes here and executes whatever commands you have written here. And similarly, if you modify it to night, and this call goes to task night, and it calls whatever functions you have written here. So I'll just keep it as it is for now, and let's just see, we have to update this task variable based on what time it is now. So now uh, we'll do some if conditions to check. So if now is less than 6:30, I'll set it to 6:30 in the morning. So I'll set uh, tasks to night. Else, if it is greater than evening 6:30 or equal to evening 6:30, I want the same thing. Okay. So I'm setting between evening 6:30 to morning 6:30. I want the night task to execute, task night to execute, because we are essentially calling this variable. And remaining time I want task day to execute. I want these functions to execute. And once we are calling, we'll end local function and we'll exit out of it. So what are we going to change in this? As we have seen from the website, we have to change registry value, which we can do it by adding reg and then add, or if you have already copied the command, you can just paste it. I haven't done it, so I'm just typing this uh, Microsoft Windows current version themes personalize Flavly apps use like theme flag t reg dword flag d 1 flag f. So this is the command. We zoom in, you can see this is the command you have to execute. It will be executed. This sets to light theme because you are setting the value to 1. So if you want night theme, dark theme, not night theme, and you can just copy paste it and change this value from 1 to 0. So now you will get the dark. So basically our bash script is that's it. Now we have to schedule this bash script to execute from time. So which time? Save this file and we'll use task scheduler to schedule our tasks. Yeah, and I've saved this file as outdoor change theme.bat, and let's change it. So let's update. Let's schedule this bash script to execute every time, every particular time that we will mention using task scheduler. Windows have a task scheduler application. You can schedule your task whenever or wherever you have to. So we'll create a basic task. Before that, you can see what are all the tasks that are already being used or being set in this file in task scheduler library. So we'll create a basic task. So name it whatever you want. I'll just name it to auto change theme, some description, bash script to change theme. And next, I want to execute this daily and synchronize across all times. And I want to trigger it at 6:30, so not 18:30. So because already time is 14:07, I'm just setting it to at 8:30, recurring every single day. I want to start a program and browse your screen. So just paste the path of it and you are done. Okay, and click on next. And here are daily at 18:30 every day. So before clicking finish, check this button and then click finish. So now you will get this function. Now go to triggers. So double click on this, go to trigger section and double click on this and repeat this task for every 12 hours. Okay, for duration of 1 day, because we are setting from morning 6:30 and evening 6:30. So that's how my it is work. 12 hours time gap, it will execute every 12 hours starting from today 6:30 onwards, and it's okay. Now go to actions, sorry, conditions, and check this one. Check this option. It is automatically checked for me, but if it is not, then you have to check this one also. And that is it, done. You can click OK, and here you can see it starts and your task is ready to execute. Okay, and it is done. To show a little bit of example, I have already created two separate tasks for it to change to dark theme and to change to light theme. We are essentially doing the same thing, and if I click on to enable, if I click to, and if I click run, you can see a little window pops up. So let me just shorten this and auto change, and if I click double click run, you can see the command prompt and gone, right? So that's just because that is due to this echo off command that is used to hide from user, to hide from user what are all the things we are doing. And yes, so that's all. You can see it in action from the time you have set. Just double click it, or you can and just double click it and you can run it, and that is done for the task. Ciao.